Welcome back to the Centre of Excellence here in Convoy. We are in extra time, so we are. The full-time score ended Terman 1-12, Real Bundoran 15 points, and we will resume now with referee Mark Dorian throwing up the ball. And of course, as we said, the losing team has the unfortunate certainty of playing intermediate football next season. So we are in for a treat. The last ball that was thrown up immediately came from a goal at the hands of Ricky Gallagher, but this one is won by Bundoran, and we'll start now with Bundoran in possession. Substitute James Stewart now, and we'll have 10 minutes each way. If it's still all level after that, we will have penalties, and neither team you'd expect now in extra time going to give that much away. Every ball counts, every shot counts, every kick counts, and Bundoran are now in possession in the Terman half. It is what now carries up to the 45-metre line. He's being pressured down by the shattering Ryan McFadden. Off the shoulders, Alan Russell, the full forward, number 14, strapped to his back. He tries to take on two men in that. He tries to take on Oisin Cassidy. If you're just joining us live here on the stream, just on the stream or on Ocean FM, we will try and get the stream back. We look like we're having technical difficulties here. Yeah, we're just sorting out the technical difficulties, but we will be back here. But we resume here, so we do in Convoy. It's all level on scoreline of Terman 1-12, Bundoran 15 points, and as we say, Maxie, every score will count now for both teams.
Yeah, look, it's the game will understandably has gone a small bit flat now. Both teams are out in their feet. Look, it's been a very long campaign for each of these teams. Terman haven't managed to win a game so far this year yet in the championship, and Bundoran only managed to win. So that's a very draining experience for anybody. As Ryan McFadden kicks us free with the benefit of the win. That's a free in, surely to God, for Terman. Yeah,
Free in for a push on the back on Steve McElwain. Just that shot from Ryan McFadden on the 45-metre line just didn't go astray, dropped short and was just pushed out by Shane McGowan, the centre-half back for Bundoran. But Steve McElwain now, who won the free, opts to give Terman the lead, and he does do that as he fires it over the bar. The scoreline now stands Terman 1-13, Real Bundoran 15 points. That score coming at the hands of Stephen McElwain, his third of the afternoon.
Yeah, look, and Terman, in fairness, they managed to keep their nose in front for the majority of this game, and the playing with the wind in the first half should help them to establish some kind of a buffer going into the second half. But again, Shane McGowan, how many times we said that he's the man to come and won the short kick out when they were under pressure with the long.
Adam McGlone opts to just take the ball back inside his own half as he bypasses fullback Jamie Grant. Off the shoulders, Alan Russell playing as a third man midfielder. Way switch actually with Keane McAnuff. Keane McAnuff gone now into full forward. Bundoran in possession with Paul Brennan. He's up to the D. He bypasses everyone inside the Terman defence. He kicks it off the right and kicks it over the bar to bring it back level.
But again, a shot taken in around the D area, essentially a tap over point for Paul Brennan, where Terman have to work really hard to get their scores.
First score of the game by Paul Brennan. It is also his first score in the championship campaign, and when you need your leaders to step up, that's exactly what players like Paul Brennan will do. Kick out one by Terman. They're being pressured down now inside their own half, and they'll win a free, so they will, just about 60 metres out. It's to be taken by Steve McElwain. He takes it short into number 24, I believe it is. Number 24, Evan Coleman, I think it is. Back out now to Steve McAway, and he's up to the D's. Pressure down now by Keelan McAneff, under serious pressure by two Bundoran men. He just kicks it off the right and kicks it wide for the first wide of extra time by Terman. They have had a tally of 8 wides now, so they have, and that's the second from Steve McAway. And as we said earlier, every shot in this relegation playoff does count, Maxi.
Yeah, very much so, as Bundoran, of course, go along with another kick out. So we'll see if Terman can win this one. They've won. No, they haven't. Alan Russell seems to have moved out the field a bit. You know, it's a position he's very familiar with. Would have played a lot of his football at 11, and is a very effective player from Bundoran when he has done that.
It is now Timmy Govroff in possession. He's 30 metres out from the Terman goal mouth. He tries to take on 2 Terman players but opts to come back. He's now looking for support as he's being pressured down. He continues to soul the ball. The former county under 21 player. How long can he hold it for? Firing off the shoulder now is Brian McHenry. Back to Timmy Govroff. He's forced to come all the way back to the centre of the field where he finds Bundoran corner back. Matty Duffy. We just see a Terman player, I believe, down injured, receiving treatment, but play does continue with Shane McGowan. What an influence he's been today in the match. He has 2 points to his name, both coming in the second half. 35 years of age, former county senior under Brian McIver and Brian McAneff. It is Paul Brennan. He just barges his way past Ricky Gallagher and Evan Coleman. He's one-on-one at the D. He's up to the box. He takes the shot, slices it off the right, and it just skims over the bar. 2 points now by Paul Brennan in this match, both coming one immediately after each other in extra time.
Yeah, 2 really high quality scores by Paul Brennan. How many times we've seen him kick those balls to the outside of his boot, you know, in this and his time in playing in Donegal, and those kind of scores are going to be crucial now for Bundoran if they're going to manage to keep their nose in front.
The scoreline stands well. Bundoran 17 points, Terman 1-13. Bundoran lead by 1 point. Terman long ball inside to the full forward line, but out to meet it is goalkeeper Connor Carthy. He's looking for an outlet ball and he finds one in the orchestrated midfielding captain and Cian McAneff. Cian McAneff plays it down now to Shane McGowan. Shane McGowan now just taking on 2 players running to the heart of the Terman defence. He's looking for an option inside. He finds one with Niall Dunn, the substitute, wearing number 15. Overhead hand pass. He finds Timmy Govroff in the corner with the white boots, black and gold jersey and white shorts on him. Just an easy little punt off the right where he plays it all the way back to the veteran Dara Hoy, the sweeper in today's match. He's up to come back in and play a more defensive role after the withdrawal of Adam Gallagher, who was just limped off, nearly stretchered off actually here in Convoy. What a fantastic night here we have in this very nail-biting relegation playoff. It is with Johnny Boyle in possession, the Bundoran fullback. He's up to the 45 metres line, he's up to the D, but the ball just does not go straight, it doesn't bounce up to him. It's almost in a ruck now, a rugby ruck, and they say Johnny Boyle just took too many steps with the ball and it's turned over now by Terman.
Yeah, look, Johnny Boyle, what a warrior he's been, you know, tonight and in his whole Bundoran career, you know. I believe the man is playing with a broken hand tonight. He had a cast on it and he took it off to play the game. You know, that just speaks volumes. And I say he's not alone. There's a real admirable quality to how these Bundoran boys play their football, and you know, and they're just full of life here. To be fair to them, it's a credit to them.
Yeah, we have 8 minutes gone here in extra time. The scoreline stands Terman 1-13, Relagation Bundoran 17 points. Bundoran lead by 1 score, and they are currently in possession where they want to be. The Division 1 team, the 2015 intermediate champions and Ulster intermediate runners up. They are in possession. I can hear the Bundoran fans in front of me telling Alan Russell to switch the play. It is Niall Dunn now in possession inside his own half. He plays it back now to corner back. Matty Duffy plays it back, a long kicking and ball where he finds Dara Hoy. There's now Alan Russell, who's completely unmarked. He's up to the turn 45 metre line. Little chip inside. He finds Niall Carr on the D. Niall Carr is surely brought down. Referee says play on, 50-50 ball. It's won now by Paul Brennan. We can see the tired bodies now creeping in. Is it going to be a free to Bundoran? No referee. Mark Dorian says Paul Brennan touched it on the ground and it's going to be a free the other way. It is taken now by Terman. It's with Ryan McFadden, 50 metres out, kicks it off the right, and where's it going to drop? It's going to drop to the right and wide, and Maxi Kearns just shaking his head at the decision making there.
Yeah, look, you know, you cannot be critical of Ryan and how he's conducted himself tonight, but that's just not a shot that was on really at that moment in time. They needed to keep the ball. To give him his dues also, he hadn't a lot of options. There wasn't much support coming. So I think these young, energetic Terman guys are also feeling the heat as Shane McGowan picks up another short kick out. Not sure if any other Bundoran players got a short tonight, only Shane. And that's a credit to the man's football intelligence as much as Annie's driving endeavour.
And here's a man who loves going on the attack, the man with the broken hand. It's Johnny Boyle, the fullback. He's up to the Terman 45-metre line. Bundoran do lead by 1 point on a scoreline of Terman 113. Relagation Bundoran 17 points. Little overarching balls. Bundoran in possession with Paul Brennan. He has 2 points to his name already. Can he make it 3? He can. He has 3 points to his name in this championship campaign. He has 3 points to his name tonight, all coming one after another, and that gives Bundoran now a lead by 2. And we can see the experience of Bundoran and especially the presence of the inter-county player Paul Brennan coming to the fore.
Yeah, look, that's 3 brilliant points.
Second half of extra time on Ocean FN and on the live stream. It is Conor Breslin and Maxie Kern with you in commentary as the rain starts melting down here. It's been a rather calm evening in Convoy. I think the nerves will start to set in now for the Terman men. They are playing against the wind now in this second half. They do trail by 2 points on a scoreline of Terman 113, Relagation Bundoran 18 points, and immediately Terman are in possession as that wind does pick up, and it really does feel like a cold winter's night now here in Convoy. It is the ball going out over the sideline. It'll be a Terman line ball. In fact, the first line ball of the game, and is taken quickly, and it's into the hands of Ryan McFadden. He's 13 metres out. Looked like he was fouled. Referee says play on, and trying to bush his way through was Keelan Gallagher. Was he brought down? The referee says play on, and we now have a loose ball. It's in with the hands of Bundoran, who turn it over, and it's tried to kick away, and it falls in the hands of Alan Russell, and Alan Russell just barges himself away. He's looking for an option to give it to. Does he find one? No, he's in the middle of the park. He tries to kick it long up to the 45-metre line, where he finds Niall Dunn off the shoulder. Substitute James Stewart. James Stewart tries to bypass 3 Terman defenders. Off the shoulder was Niall Card to Timmy Goveroff, back to James Stewart, the substitute. He's being brought down, so he is by Oisin Cassidy, and he wins the free just outside the box. Fantastic bit of play by Bundoran. They held their composure, they held their cool, and they put serious trouble on the Terman defence, and well, they get the reward out of it, which is a free, and it looks like Tommy Hearn will kick this over the bar to make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, and look, that's a massive couple of minutes in the overall context of this game, because I think Terman should have had 2 frees in the previous attack they had, and Bundoran will go down and get one at the other end, and what I think should be a 1-point game is now a 3-point game. So look, it's going to be it's just become a big mountain to climb now for Terman, you fear.
Yeah, Tommy Hearn, the former Bundoran captain in 2015 when they won the intermediate championship, he has now 4 points to his name in this match. He has 7 overall in this championship campaign, and what a player he's been, the Bundoran veteran. Meanwhile, as play continues, will be Evan Coleman, who wins that free for Terman in the middle of the park, and Terman will now resume with James Doherty, was due to start today, number 17 on his back, and we can see now the tired, injured bodies starting to set in as players off to our left and right here just stretching, going down with hamstring and injuries and cramps. It is Terman now in possession. It is with corner back it is with centre half back, I should say Kevin McGettigan, but Kevin McGettigan was just pulled on the jersey as he tried to drive himself through for a scoreable shot, and Terman will win the free out of it.
Yeah, and you'd expect Ryan to kick this over the bar and bring it back to 2 points again. The thing just opened in front of Kevin McGettigan there. I don't think he was expecting it, and he probably didn't hit the burners the way that he could have. But look, again, credit to Terman for coming back yet again and keeping themselves in the game. But this is an important kick out now. I think Terman need to really force this one to go 50-50 if they can manage it.
Yeah, we have 7 minutes remaining, so we do, in this relegation playoff. The scoreline stands Terman 114, Relagation Bundoran 19 points. If you're joining us here live on the Facebook stream or on Ocean FM for this relegation playoff, Conor Breslin, Maxie Kerr in commentary. Terman just getting a score there at the hands of Ryan McFadden to bring it back to 2 points, but that long range kick out with the wind in their favour was won by Timmy Goveroff. He plays it down to Paul Brennan outside the 45-metre line. You could hear a pin drop top here so you could in Convoy. Little overarching ball where he finds James Stewart, the substitute. He bypasses 3 players. He takes the shot and it just goes to the right and wide. He went for the goal opportunity. He had the capability of placing it 1-on-1 in the back of the net, but it just skimmed the net and went to the right and wide. And it is now a kick out won by Bundoran again into the hands of Cian McAniff. That was only the 5th wide by Bundoran in this game. Cian McAniff eyes up the goal. He kicks it off his right and puts it over the bar to make it a 3-point game. Cian McAniff has been absolutely superb in this match. He has 4 points now to his name, and Terman are wasting very little time as they get on with the play very quickly. It is now Terman 114, Real Namara Bundoran 20 points, and it's just a little bit of handbag stuff, 50-50 balls in the middle of the field, but brilliant score there, Maxie, from brilliant bit of play from Bundoran and well executed by Cian McAniff.
Yeah, fabulous finish by Cian, but the Terman were unfortunate. The kick out just didn't go where the keeper intended to go. Cian intercepted it and he made hay with the resulting possession that he won.
Yeah, long ball in, hope and pray. It was won well in the air by Ryan McFadden. He's being pressured down now by Alan Russell and Adam McGlone, but the referee says he was just pulled on the arm as he tried to stand up. It'll be another free to Terman. I can see Brian McHenry, the right half back, off to my right here with the hands above his head. He can barely watch the game, and just outside the D, a lot of players here just standing outside the Bundoran D. You would think Terman will go for a point and Ryan McFadden will put it over the bar. And referee Mark Doyen just talking to a number of players, instructing a few players just here off to my right, and looks like he's going to give a few cards out by the look of it. It's Paul Brennan, I think he was chatting to, and now he's chatting to Alan Russell. And it looks like there are going to be cards. Terman do have a free. And we're just going to see what's coming out. There is a player down. Looks like Adam McGlone is down getting a little bit of treatment there.
Timmy, I think, maybe.
Timmy Gover also, is
and
it?
Adam, or both of them maybe.
Yeah, but Adam McGlone's back on his feet, and well, we'll resume. There was nothing to come of it, and Ryan McFadden will surely put this over the bar as he skies it into the air, and he brings it back now to 2 points. The scoreline now stands Terman 115, Real Namara Bundoran 20 points. We have 6 minutes gone here in extra time, 4 minutes to be played as the rain has just eased up in Convoy, and a very exciting 4 minutes it will be, Maxie.
Yeah, look, it's just been a brilliant night as Terman won this kick out. Connor Carty's kick went on past the opposition 45, so this is Terman's chance now. They need to get right into the scoring zone here, and they need to get something out of this attack.
It is Terman who are in possession. It is with out to number 3, Jamie Grant. He's being pressured down now by Niall Carr. Gives it out wide to find number 21. That is Connor Cassidy. It is now off the shoulders of Oisin Crawford. He likes to barge his way through. He gets past 2 Bundoran players, but just a late tackle by Paul Brennan. A superb tackle by Paul Brennan. It's 50-50 ball. Who comes away with it? Is it Evan Coleman? No, it is number 23, Anthony Grant. And just as I say that, Terman just don't get the shot away. They kick it off the right. And again, we talk about execution, decision making, just went to the right and wide.
Yeah, James McSharry that time, he tried to pull it off of the outside of the right boot, and look, probably just wasn't the right thing to do. And again, I think Terman possibly could have had a free that time as well, and like some of the decisions that have gone both ways tonight.
10 wides now from Terman in this match. Their second in extra time. Long ball down the middle of the field. It is well won by the Terman men. Can Terman get an attack here? Connor Cassidy off the shoulders. Jamie Grant. He has a goal to his name in this championship campaign last week against Glen Swilly, and just little off the ball stuff is going to result in a free to Terman. 45 metres out. He tried to lob it into full forward. Ryan McFadden, midfield Ryan McFadden playing in as full forward, I suppose, as a hope and pray now to get a goal, but referee Mark Doran's going to play it back and instruct him that he has to take it from the 45-metre line. It's going to be taken now by the veteran James Doherty, and you would think he's going to probably just land this ball on the edge of the D. The linesman now instructing James Doherty to bring it back, and he'll have a second goal now at taking it. And will he opt for the shot or will he drop it in? You'd expect at this stage he's going to drop in. There's 2.5 minutes left in this match. It just, the wind takes that as he tried to opt it in at the edge of the D, and it just well went out to the left, but it's still in, and it's turned over by Bundoran. It is now Matty Duffy in possession. Played out wide as the substitute. Number 18, Tommy Hurren. It is now Paul Brennan. Long kick in where he tries to find running onto it. Timmy Govrov. Timmy Govrov's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Who gets there first? It is the keeper, Emmett Maguire, 19 years of age. And it is Emmett Maguire who plays it out. Terman will have one last attack. We are into the 9th minute, 1 minute to be played in this relegation playoff. The scoreline stands: Terman 115, Riltnamara Bundoran 20 points. Riltnamara need a Terman, I should say, need a goal at this stage. Terman are in possession. They're up to the 45-metre line. It is whipped by McGeehan. What's he going to do with it? He takes it into a tackle. Tackled by Paul Brennan, and it just comes out. The victor, Cian McAnuff and Paul Brennan, come out. The superb defending from them, and they just turn over the ball, and it'll be a free out now to Bundoran. And you think Bundoran now, Max, will finish this game out as the victors?
Yeah, it looks like they have enough done. I think Terman's just inexperience has caught up with them in the end. They coughed up a lot of possession in that third quarter of the field. At times when they just needed that wee bit more composure, and I think that'll be ultimately their undoing.
And just as it looked like Bundoran were going to have an attack there with Timmy Govrov, it looked like they touched it on the ground. Timmy Govrov touched it on the ground, so it will be a free out to Terman. So Terman will have one last attack. They trail by 2 points. We are now into injury time. There's 13 seconds played. You'd expect another minute or so to carry on in this game. It is with Evan Coleman. He takes the ball into a tackle. Paul Brennan chasing for his life, trying to track down Evan Coleman. Suicide ball, but it works out for the Terman men. Terman just win a free, so they do, around 50 metres out, as James McSharry put heart and soul and everything on the line. And Bundoran just treating their bodies back as Tommy Hurren is instructing his players. No goals, give away no goals. And it'll be a yellow card picked up now by Cian McAnuff, but he'll say thank you very much and he'll get on with his play. And it looks like now Kevin McDade, number 26, is going to lob this ball in. Terman need a goal. He opts to go short as he finds the running Barry McGeehan off the shoulders. Number 21, Connor Cassidy. Terman are trying to get a score here. Jack Alcor, Bundoran are everywhere. Here comes Kevin McDade sending a long ball in. Who comes up trumps with it? It's 50-50. Who comes out with it? Is it Bundoran? They're instructing Connor Carty to get back into the net. Terman are in possession. They have the ball. Maxie Kern saying next to me, that's definitely a free. And referee Mark Dorian looks like he is going to reward the free for Terman. It's outside of the box. And I think Bundoran will settle with that because they are 2 points up, so they are. And they just don't want to give away any goals, so they'll happily give away one free. And as we approach now, there's 12 minutes gone. You expect this to be the last kick of the game, and I think it's going to be Ryan McFadden who's going to take it. He is going to have to pelt it in the back of the net for a goal to win it for Terman. What does he do? He sends it high and sends it over the bar to bring it back to a 1 point game. The scoreline stands: Terman 116, Riltnamara Bundoran 20 points. But you'd have to think at this stage, Maxie Kern, it's going to be all over and it's going to be Bundoran's day.
Yeah, look, I think that you see some of the Terman boys are putting their hands on their heads here. I think the referee might have told them already that it's over, but look, a real valiant effort by Terman up to this point, and if he would let another play happen, you wouldn't know what could happen with this kick out.
Kick out now by Connor Carty. It's do or die, and it's all over as Shane McGowan punches the air. It is a win for Bundoran. Terman are relegated to the Intermediate Championship. They are absolutely devastated as they put their hands on their heads. They gave everything their hearts desired in extra time, but it simply was not enough at the end of the day from a team that was in the Senior Championship all the way back in 2003 and 2008. you just have to give it to the men from the Seaside Town. They stuck it out. Fantastic scores in extra time. 3, one after another from Paul Brennan, plus the experience from Tommy Hurahan, and the captain, Cian McAnuff, came to the form. As we can see, Maxie Shane McGowan, the veteran, is lying on the ground. He's absolutely exhausted. I'm exhausted calling this game. What a game it has been, but we have to probably just agree that Bundoran were the better team on the day.
Well, I think marginally better in certain quarters, and more so just that wee bit of extra experience and that wee bit extra quality up front, made the difference. Terman kicked some amazing scores in the first half when they had the win, but Bundoran were able to get into high percentage areas to kick their scores when they were playing against the wind, and they done that again in the first half of extra time. Paul Brennan threw and kicked 3 brilliant points, but they're all inside the D. They're all in the high percentage zone, to be fair to them. And I think Terman just they were just decimated by injuries. The loss of Darren McDade was too much for them to handle, and the loss of Keelan before that earlier in the year was also a very tough blow for them. A team from a small area and a small pick, and they need all their soldiers on hand, and it didn't work out for them tonight. But listen, what a brilliant effort by them, and the future is definitely bright for them. They'll regroup now as they go to intermediate, and they'll be playing in a competition where they'll be very, very competitive, and it'll take a good team to beat them in next year's intermediate championship anyway.
Yeah, my thanks as always in commentary to All-Ireland winning coach Maxie Curran. Well, it has been a day for the men from the Seaside Town, and they know what it's like to be in the intermediate championship. They've been there so many times before. But for Terman, they'll have to go down and play in the dogged, slogged championship next year, so they were, and it means so much to the people from Bundoran to stay in this senior championship. They've been absolutely superb on the day. It's been an absolutely superb match and a superb season. Of course, Bundoran are missing 10 of their key men, so they are out through injury and other aspects as well, but they won't care at the end of the day, as they'll head back down south, the victors today, on a final score here in Convoy. Terman, Bundoran win this game on a scoreline of Bundoran 20 points, Terman 116.